It is time for another episode of Argo Sports Insider and time to shine the light on all things UWF Athletics. It's always a good week to be in Argo, and this was another productive week for all of our fall sports. UWF volleyball continues to roll. The Argos went 3-0 last week. They beat Union, Christian Brothers, and West Alabama, all of those matches at home. The team is now 12-4 on the season with a 6-0 mark in the GSC, and the Argos are ranked 15th in the latest coaches poll.
Practice equips us for whatever the game throws at us because our offense is so good. I mean, we're firing from all cylinders, right side, middle, outside. So when we get in a game, it's awesome. Like the things that we're able to do because our offense readied us in the game. So it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. Having a really good defensive team and everyone on the same page, gritty, getting after it, it's a lot of fun.
The team stays in the friendly confines of the UWF Fieldhouse this weekend, hosting Alabama Huntsville on Friday, Montevallo on Saturday. It is homecoming week on campus, so you know the Fieldhouse will be rocking.
I think the big thing for us with both UAH and Montevallo is they're going to present a lot of challenges. So obviously we're going to have a really great game plan coming into the match, but then we need to be ready and willing to adjust. And our girls are going to need to do the same thing. So, but I know they're excited. They're excited for good opponents. They, the silent set, concept for Friday night's match is just really cool, and I know they're excited about that, and they want to, do the very best they can to try to make, Taylor proud, because that was kind of her initiative about a year ago. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of see us tested, and I think we're in a good spot, and we've got lots of different people who are ready to contribute if need be from off the bench. But yeah, we love playing good opponents.
Women's soccer went 1-1 last week and dropped 21st in the latest coaches poll. The Argos beat Shorter 5-0, then lost a 2-1 thriller against Lee. Both of those games were over at Shoreline Park in Gulf Breeze. UWF is now 7-1-1 on the season. We hit the road this weekend, traveling to Montevallo on Friday, then Auburn-Montgomery on Sunday. The UWF men put together a win and a loss last week as well, downing Shorter 7-3, then losing a tight 1-0 game against Lee. Jack Patching is your GSC Player of the Week for his performance last week. The Argos are now 4-2-1 on the season. They play at Montevallo Friday, then Auburn-Montgomery on Sunday. Both men's and women's cross country put in strong performances at the FSU Invitational in Tallahassee. The women placed 15th overall. Chloe Rook was the top overall finisher, and the men finished 13th in a field of 31 teams, a very strong field in both men's and women's races. Zach Fenton paced the men with a top individual finish. Both teams will run next at the UAH Chargers Invitational in Huntsville, Alabama this Saturday. Swimming and diving opened the season with a strong performance in the waters of their home pool. The Argos beat both Thomas University and Loyola Lafayette last weekend. This was a swimming-only meet. The divers hit the road this weekend for their first meet of the year. That is in Moultrie, Georgia. And UWF football moved to 4-1 on the season and 2-0 in conference play with a win over North Greenville, 48-24 on the road. Receiver John Giles is the Gulf South Conference Offensive Player of the Week for the second straight week. Defensive back Quincy Milholm is the Defensive Player of the Week. Linebacker Ralph Ortiz, your back-to-back Conference Freshman of the Week. The Argos are back at Penn Air Field this week with Shorter visiting for homecoming. That's a 4 o'clock kick on Saturday. And that's a look at all the things we have going on with UWF Athletics this week. Don't forget to check GoArgos.com for all the rosters, schedules, and the latest news. Download that Argo Armada app on your phone or tablet. It'll keep you updated and connected with Argo Nation. And follow all of our teams across our social media platforms. We'll see you next week. And as always, go Argos!